So she's messing around with him, his brother, and the dad? He was a match and gave her one of his kidneys. Just 3 months after the surgery, she cheated on him and divorced him. So today I'm gonna be reacting to some of the craziest cheating stories on Reddit. So let's just get started. I had a former coworker find out his wife was filming a lot of amateur porn being paid next to nothing after being married for a few years. He found out when he found, Oh, okay, back up. Should I just stop right now? Okay, wait, let me keep going. He found out when he found one of her DVDs hidden in the house. He assumed it was a gift for his birthday in 2 weeks and watched it when she wasn't around. When he confronted her, her only reply was she was doing it for him. He got so mad after that and then needed counseling for a few months after the divorce was finalized. Wait, okay, is that really cheating? In this case, like, she was doing adult film and he found out about it and then ended up seeing one of the videos. She was probably just so ashamed to—
Hold on.
I'm getting a little tired of your broken promises.
Let's talk about the fact that he was like, oh, I saw the DVD, but I thought it was a gift for me. You was trying to get freaky and then ended up upset because it ended up being your wife in the video. And that's what you get. My dad had an affair while working overseas. He told my mom a year later. He makes her wait a week to tell the kids, so we're left wondering why my mom's crying all the time. What, right? I don't hear from him for the next 4 months. Then he proceeds to torment my mom for the next year, making her believe they might salvage the relationship. Fast forward 3 years, he brings a woman from overseas and marries her in the courthouse without telling either of us until 2 months afterwards. Her dad had an affair while he was overseas, okay, in a different country. The mom was still with him for a year. That's dirty. That's so dirty. Someone I know is getting a divorce because her husband's having an affair with his 13-year-old cousin. What? Someone I know is getting a divorce because her husband is having an affair with his 13-year-old cousin. What? Apparently the age thing isn't a big deal in their location. What location is that? Hell? My girlfriend of 5.5 years cheated on me while I was asleep in the next room. In our bed. She wasn't worried about him waking up? Oh my gosh. I remember her coming in to kiss me at some point in the night. I never had the stones to ask whether it was before or if it was after. I feel attached to clothes in my closet that I've had for 5.5 years. Like, I just couldn't imagine like cheating on someone after dating them for so long. But you know what? I did see a girl online talking about like, hey, like, I used to cheat on men all the time and like I never thought there was anything wrong with it. Apparently for her, she really just felt like, look, we're dating, it's not that serious. Like, unless we're married, then there should be no reason why we can't experiment. On this girl's birthday, she requested that all 4 boyfriends buy her the same purse. Neither of her boyfriends knew each other. Ooh, period. The boyfriends complied and she sold 3 of the purses for money and kept one of them. All of the boyfriends are extremely pleased when they see her wearing the purse he got her. Am I mad at her? No, like, listen, at the end of the day, players have to play. Could we really have 4 boyfriends? Would it really be possible? Because I'm just thinking, like, could I do it? Could I really text 4 different men every single day, keeping up with the scheduling? So like, one may want to call you, one's gonna want to go out to eat that day. Like, I can understand 2. Like, I feel like there's people who have 2 boyfriends and like that's still kind of crazy, but like, okay, but like 4 is like literally you're penciling each person in. Like, you need an assistant to have 4 boyfriends. Like, it's too much. Unless all of them don't really care about you like that and they're all toxic. And me being like the person that I am, I'm gonna get attached to one of the 4. 3 would kind of like go down and 1 would just rise up slowly as someone you care more about. Like, I don't know, like, I feel like it's hard to like 4 people all equally. Like, wouldn't you like prefer one of them or have more in common with one of them? I had a friend whose husband cheated on her during his bachelor party. Apparently there were 2 strippers who let guys touch them, like really touch them. Everyone took turns. Them. That's all I gotta say. Then they took the groom into a room and had sex with him. Nobody said a thing to my friend, of course, and the wedding happened a few days later. Since then, he has cheated on her many times and she stays with him because when she confronts him about the things she finds out, he cries and says he's really sorry. And that's why I never understood, like, what is a bachelor party? Like, really, what is it? Like, cause isn't the point to cheat? The whole point is like, whoa, go crazy before you get married. And that just doesn't even make sense because if the person does go crazy before they get married, then you don't want to marry them anymore. The day after my boyfriend and I had shared the I love you date, he said it first. I wake up the next morning to 3 texts. One describing his mistake, some random chick at a party. Oh my God. One saying I was too good for him, and the last saying we should see other people. Okay, let me stop there. The whole you're too good for me thing is just so ridiculous. It's just the weirdest way to get somebody to break up with you. And they're pretty much just saying like, I don't want to change. I'm gonna keep being the same D-bag that I've always been. He calls me, talks to me on the phone for hours, and by the end of it, I get drunk and agree to meet up with him later in the month. We hang out, click back in how we were before, and he tells me he's leaving the country in 2 weeks. I'm so done. I knew this girl. See, that's the thing about Reddit. Like, whenever they say they knew somebody, it'd be them. I knew this girl and she gets married to my buddy right after graduating high school. He joins the military, goes off for training, and she starts messing around on him with another guy. Then she breaks it off with that guy to start messing around with his older brother. I'm confused. Okay, wait, go back. My friend joins the military and goes off for training and she starts messing around with another guy. But then she breaks it off with that guy to start messing around with his older brother. So wait, is it the army guy's older brother or his, well, it's probably, I guess it's probably the army guy's older brother. I don't know. Okay. So my friend is still getting trained. She stops messing around with the older brother and steps up to their father. Wait. So she's messing around with him, his brother, and the dad? So now that she's messing with the father, he talks her into becoming a stripper at the bar he works at. And she gets on stage for all of us to see. Some nights, he brings her and other girls home. All the while married to my friend who dropped her as soon as he came home. Wait, she went right up the chain. She said, okay, I'm starting with him. Next, I'm going to the brother. Next, I'm going to the dad. This guy I knew in high school was married to a girl for several years that ended up needing a kidney transplant. He was a match and gave her one of his kidneys. Just 3 months after the surgery, she cheated on him and divorced him. If you give me a kidney, yes, I'm thankful, I get it. But because you give me a kidney, that means I have to be with you for the rest of my life? How do we know that after he gave her kidney, he didn't keep like bringing it up and holding it over her head? Oh, so you really gonna do this when I gave you a kidney? Oh, you really gonna do this when I gave you a kidney? Like, maybe she doesn't want to hear all that. Like, give me the kidney, but if you're giving me the kidney, I'm going to act like it's my kidney once it's in my body, and I'm gonna continue to be a free human being. I'm not gonna stay with somebody for the rest of my life just because you saved mine. That's just not how it works. My friend's sister slept with the minister of his wedding the night before. Her husband found her on top of the minister on the beach at 3 a.m. Wait, the craziest part of the story is that they were doing stuff on the beach. Like, that's what gets me, because that's not easy unless they had a blanket. And even if they had a blanket, like sometimes if the blanket is thin, it's like the sand is still on the blanket. So there's sand in places that there should not be sand. I hope she prayed before she did that because she's about to be going to the doctor really soon talking about, I got sand in my hoo-ha. Well, that's it for this video, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!